If you think boxing is only about stepping into a gym, wrapping your hands, and sparring with partners, you've been lied to. The truth is, most people waste years chasing fancy training programs, expensive equipment, and overcomplicated workouts. But here's the reality. What makes someone dangerous isn't a flashy technique or some secret move passed down from champions. It's the hidden repetition of simple drills, done in silence, in the privacy of your own room, when nobody is watching. That's where fighters are built alone. Now, let me be brutally honest with you. Most fighters who walk into a boxing gym never become dangerous. They might look tough, they might throw combinations, they might even have the gear, the attitude, the mouthpiece. But inside the ring, they fold. Why? Because they've skipped the foundation. They've ignored the drills that sharpen reflexes, ingrain habits, and make your body react without hesitation. And let me tell you, when your body reacts without hesitation, that's when you become lethal. That's when you stop thinking and start striking. That's when you stop being a student of boxing and start being a threat. I discovered this the hard way. I used to think I needed a coach barking orders, a heavy bag swinging, or sparring partners testing me daily. But the truth hit me harder than any punch ever could. Fighting isn't about what you can do in the gym. It's about what you can do anywhere, anytime, without needing anyone else. That's the difference between a hobbyist and someone truly dangerous. And once I embraced that truth, everything changed. My speed doubled. My timing became razor sharp. And my punches? They didn't just land. They hurt. Think about this: your enemies, your competition, anyone who might ever test you. They're training wrong. They believe strength alone wins fights. They believe heavy bags make them powerful. They believe sparring partners make them sharp. But if you train the right way, if you internalize drills that force your body to fight on instinct, you'll have a weapon they'll never see coming. While they're still thinking about what punch to throw, you've already landed two. While they're hesitating, you're already finishing. That's the power of training smart, not hard. And here's where it gets uncomfortable. These drills I'm about to show you, they don't look fancy. They won't impress anyone watching. You won't be showing them off on Instagram. But when someone steps up to you, when someone tries to test you, those same boring, repetitive drills turn you into something they cannot handle. These are the drills that separate the fighters who play around from the fighters who dominate. So let me brainwash you right now into this one idea. Forget the gym, forget the gear, forget the crowd. The only thing that matters is drilling your body into a machine of reaction, timing, and precision. That's exactly what these 3 at-home boxing drills did for me. They rewired my body, they sharpened my instincts, and they gave me the kind of edge that makes people regret underestimating me. And by the time you see the end of this video, you're going to realize something unsettling. Anyone who doesn't practice these drills is already at a disadvantage against you. Drill 1. Shadowboxing with intent. Most people think shadowboxing is just dancing around, throwing punches into thin air. They shadowbox the same way they scroll on their phone mindlessly, carelessly, without purpose. That's why they never get better. But let me tell you something. Shadowboxing is where legends are made. It's where you fight invisible enemies until your imagination becomes more real than the air in front of you. Here's the key intent. Every punch you throw in shadowboxing has to be meant for someone's chin, their temple, their ribs. You're not playing around. You're visualizing an opponent, and you're trying to end them with precision. When I shadowbox, I don't just jab into the air. I imagine a face snapping back. I imagine the pain on my opponent's eyes as they realize I'm faster than them. That's how you ingrain speed and sharpness. You should be practicing 3 things here: fluid footwork, crisp punches, and defensive movement. Step in, step out, cut angles, slip, weave, pivot. Force your body to never stop moving, because stillness in a fight is death. And remember, no laziness. Every single jab should be a weapon, not a half-hearted motion. If you do this drill for 10 minutes a day, your coordination and reflexes will leap forward faster than any bag work could ever teach you. But here's the manipulative truth nobody wants to admit. Shadowboxing separates the serious from the pretenders. Pretenders find it boring. Serious fighters? They know shadowboxing is the secret to looking untouchable. By training your body with intent, you program yourself to move like a predator, not prey. You stop thinking, what punch should I throw next? Because your body already knows. That's how you become dangerous even before you ever touch a bag. Drill 2. Slip line drill. Now, let's talk about defense, the most hated, most ignored, but most lethal part of boxing. Anyone can throw punches, but only the dangerous fighters know how to avoid them. And this drill is pure gold. You don't even need equipment. Tie a rope, or even imagine one, stretched across your room at about shoulder height. That's your punch line, and your job is to move under it, over and over, until it feels unnatural to ever get hit. Here's the trap that fighters fall into. They get obsessed with throwing punches, but forget about avoiding them. But think carefully what happens if you can slip every jab. What happens if your opponent wastes all their energy missing you, while you stay fresh, calm, and ready to strike? That's when you break them. That's when fear sets in. That's when you control the fight. So here's how you do it. Bend your knees slightly, keep your hands up, and move your head. Just off the line, slip left, slip right, weave under, reset, and repeat. Do it with rhythm, do it with patience, and never stop imagining punches flying at your face. Your body needs to believe it's dodging real danger. And once you've repeated this thousands of times, something magical happens. You stop flinching when a fist comes your way. Instead, you calmly slip, counter, and punish. Let me brainwash you into this truth. Defense is offense. The better you dodge, the harder you hit back. This drill doesn't just make you safe, it makes you terrifying. Because when your opponent realizes they can't touch you, they panic. And when they panic, they lose. If you train this drill daily, your head movement will look supernatural, and your opponents will feel like they're swinging at a ghost. That's what makes you dangerous. Drill 3. Explosive push-pull punch drill. The final drill is where you turn your body into a weapon of pure speed and power. Most fighters throw punches with the idea of, how hard can I hit? That's the wrong mindset. Power doesn't come from one big swing. It comes from the snap, the whip of your punch, the push-pull mechanic of your body. This drill ingrains that into your muscle memory until your hands move like lightning. Here's how it works. Stand in your stance and focus on throwing a rapid 1-2 combination. Jab, cross, without stopping. But here's the secret. Don't just throw the punches forward. Feel your opposite hand snapping back as the other shoots forward. That push-pull creates torque, speed, and knockout-level power. Imagine a slingshot. You can't launch it without pulling back. That's what your hands must become. Living slingshots. Start slow, maybe 30 seconds of controlled punches. Then build. Push yourself to go a full minute. Then 2, then 3. Keep snapping, keep breathing, keep that rhythm. By the time you're done, your arms will burn, your shoulders will ache, but your punches will feel alive. Faster, sharper, more violent than before. And here's the dark reality. Most people can't handle this drill. They quit halfway. They complain about the burn, but that's why they stay average. If you stick with it, if you grind through the pain, your punches will terrify anyone who faces you, because they won't just land, they'll explode. And once someone feels that explosion, they'll know instantly they're in the ring with someone dangerous. So now you see it. 3 drills. Simple, boring to watch, but devastating if you master them. Shadowboxing. With intent, the slip line drill, and the explosive push-pull punch drill. They don't require a gym, they don't require equipment, they only require discipline. And discipline, my friend, is the sharpest weapon of all. So let me leave you with this. Most people will watch this video, nod their head, and then do absolutely nothing. They'll tell themselves they don't have the time, or they'll wait until they get into a gym. And those same people will stay weak, slow, and predictable. But you now know the truth. 3 drills, done at home, can turn you from average to dangerous. And if you actually practice them, you're going to scare people without even trying, because your body will move like a fighter's body should. Now, here's where I want your honesty. Which one of these drills do you think is the most powerful? The shadowboxing with intent, the slip line drill, or the push-pull punch drill? Don't just sit there, drop it in the comments. And if you think you've got a better drill that makes you sharp at home, share it. I'll be reading, and who knows, I might even test it out and expose it in the next video. And hey, if you're one of those people who's thinking, I'll just skip the drills and fight anyway, please comment too, because I'd love to know who's volunteering to be the practice dummy for the rest of us.